Hi, I'm Adam Slevin. I am the writer and co-director of Cinderella the Pantomime here at Pleasure Beach Resort. We usually start work on our pantomime in January, so just as the previous show is finished, we start again, and we start the process by deciding what pantomime we're going to perform, and also then we have to think about casting and what story we want to tell. So with casting, we have a lot of casts that return to us, so we've got some really great performers, and then we also do open auditions to find new cast members. And then we start thinking about what parts of the story we want to tell. So, for example, Cinderella this year. So we think about what elements of the story are really important to us as we try and keep our show quite punchy, so it fits into sort of an hour and 15 minutes with no interval. And then once we sort of know where we want to go with the story, we form our cast and know who's who. And then we storyline the whole show, you know, what's going to happen in each scene. We think about what music we're going to use. Quite often we'll, listen to music that is quite relevant to the year we're in, so it's quite identifiable. And then once we get that sorted, I then work on the script. But sort of during the year, I write a lot down, sort of always playing in my head at various points, when you're in the shower, things like that. And then you write that down, and then that becomes a storyline document, and then at some point when we get a bit nearer, that becomes the stress and joy that is writing the script itself. Then we usually send that out to our cast. We try and do it sort of 2 weeks before rehearsals start, and then we have a 2-week rehearsal period, so everyone comes in. One of the first things we do, which is actually one of my favourite parts, is we do what we call a table read. So all the cast gather around a table, and it's the first time for me hearing the script read out in those character voices. So normally I do read it aloud, but in private. So I try and hear what each character sounds like, and also try and write for the actor that's playing the role. So if they've got a specific accent or turn of phrase or specific humour, I try and incorporate that into the script.
Some kind of potato? No.
Oh, a Marie Piper. I love
Maris. Maris Piper.
Marie, sorry.
Hello,
Some poor spud.
Sometimes it's best to quit whilst you're ahead.
She's not just ahead.
No.
So we sit down and do the table read, which is the first time quite often everyone's met on the production, and then we read the whole show from beginning to end without stopping. And you get quite good feedback from that straight away, because the rest of the cast laughs. Hopefully where you're going to get laughs, and sometimes you get laughs where you didn't expect them. So that table read is a really important part of the process to us. So once we've done the table read on the first day of rehearsals, we then move into the venue, and then we start blocking our show. So we start from the top, and we generally try and rehearse the show in the order it plays out. It doesn't always happen, depends on, sometimes we might do a number in the evening, which is sort of 3 numbers ahead of the one we're currently on. So there's we have to concentrate to make sure everyone knows when they're coming on and exiting. And then Lindsay, our choreographer, works with myself and Alexa, who is the co-director on the show, and we start to weave it together. And quite often the cast might have an idea, and we always listen, and if we think it works, we'll put something in. Sometimes we have to say no, but our commitment is to the audience. With our show, it's important to us, with pantomime especially, because we get a lot of school groups come to see the show, and I think for a lot of younger people, it's their first time in a theatre or their first time seeing a show. So it's really important to us that we deliver something really theatrical and magical. So we think really hard about our costumes, our lighting, what effects we're using. We also have aerialists in the show, so we try and give people sort of something a bit more than panto. So, hopefully we're building for future generations of theatre goers. So when we're putting the show together, we're very mindful that we're relevant to the here and now, in this case 2025. So like this year, for example, we refer to K-pop Demon Hunters quite a lot, which goes down really well in our school shows. And it, references, when we're doing jokes, we try and refer to things that are relevant to this year, or that at the forefront of people's minds. And it's the same with music choices. We quite often pick music that most people won't have heard before, but also we tend to go with songs that are instantly identifiable And so this year we've used Ordinary as one of our songs, and when you hear the whole audience singing along with it, that's just a fantastic, magical atmosphere.
You won the medal. Is that easier?
Hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm the choreographer here for the pantomime of Cinderella. There's quite a lot of choreography in this pantomime. We've got 14 numbers, so that's quite a lot for an hour-long panto. Rehearsing it, we've had some long hours, a lot of hard work, but we've had a lot of fun along the way. Probably the most challenging part of any rehearsal is your time. Just making sure that you've got enough time to set everything, run it, look at it, fix it, and make sure you do all your tweaks and that it's ready for opening night.
I want to tell you the story, take you back in time to the story of my best friend, Cinderella!
Hi, I'm Kelsey Beth Crossley. This is my 3rd year here at the Globe, and I love coming back every year with my best friends in the whole wide world, having such a laugh and watching the most gorgeous dancers and costumes, and it's just so spectacular.
This year I'm lucky to play one of the goodies instead of one of the baddies, and I've been sent by the fairy godmother to come and help Cinderella as the all-new reinvented fairy godfather.
I play Baxley and I am the prince's sidekick. He's a very mischievous person, a bit dumb at times, but he always looks out for the prince and always wants the best for him.
So I have been performing in pantomimes here for 5 years. My favourite thing about coming back every year is I get to dress in these beautiful dresses, in the sparkly shoes, wear the big hair, and I get to meet all of the little girls in the audience who look up to me as a performer, as a human, and as a princess.
And one of the things that makes our pantomime special is that we sort of stretch the format of what pantomime is. A lot of pantomimes are very traditional, and we have elements of the tradition of panto in the show with audience interactions, but also to us it's really important that we are forward thinking, because there's a new and upcoming audience of theatre goers, and we need to make sure we appeal to them as well. And it's nice, there are so many fantastic pantos around the country, and it's really nice actually to do something that's different. And a lot of feedback we get a lot of positive feedback that the show was pacey and quick and had elements in it like big dance numbers and song numbers, and genuinely in our pantomime all of our vocals, singing, everything is live, none of it's pre-recorded. So we have real talent on the stage, and we have a unique venue to perform it in, a number of effects. So I think all of those things coming together make this pantomime unique.
Hi, so my name's David Cross and I have the best part in the pantomime. I get to play Buttons this year in Cinderella. It's wonderful. I get to be silly, daft, run around manic with a cast, an amazing cast, great dancers, great singers, great performers. We have aerialists, we have a wonderful lighting team, a great technician. This is the best show in town. It's not like your ordinary panto, it's a spectacular, a Christmas spectacular, and you'll be silly to miss it. Get yourselves down here to the Globe Theatre, Cinderella the Pantomime 2025.
He's handsome as old Prince Charming up here with his massive nose. But I am the right man for Cinderella.
Do you not care what's written in the stars?
No, I don't. All I want to do is make it fast forward to the midnight.
So Christmas itself is fast approaching us. We do have some performances left. Our last performance is on Christmas Eve, so there is an opportunity to come and see our show for yourselves. And our attentions will soon turn to what pantomime we're doing next year. So once January comes in, we'll start work on that. And
Oh, no, you won't.
oh yes, we will.